Good morning. It is Thursday. It's a Thursday morning. Let's get out of here.
So you're in a hurry? Well, you better calm down. We're all friends around you, just join the fun. 'Cause if you're in a hurry, you're missing the point. Should enjoy the fruits of life instead of chasing coins. Because it's a beautiful day. Isn't it so come on, let's play. Forget the rush you're in and find a good spot. Sit down and join us as we sing a good song. Keep back, relax, and just follow along. Oh, we got plenty of time. Taking it easy won't cost you a dime. Throw another log onto the fire. Because it's a beautiful day.
Good morning. It is Saturday now, and it is day 3 of the Bands of America Grand Nationals Marching Band Championship. If you are not familiar, this is where bands from around the country, predominantly in the middle of the country, but around the country, can come and perform and compete for actual placement. There were 112 bands here to compete in Grand Nationals, and my oldest daughter's band was one of them. And I got here on Thursday night. As you saw, my daughter's marching band went Friday morning, and then it's all about the waiting, because Friday night they will narrow those 100 and some odd bands down to about 30 who will compete in the semifinals competition. So I got up yesterday morning and made my way over to Lucas Oil Stadium to catch my daughter's band's preliminary performance, and then it was all about the waiting all day long while the rest of the bands finished. And I walked around downtown Indianapolis. I grabbed like a bowl of soup at Panera, sat in my hotel lobby, did some work for my primary channel, See Mindy Mom, and eventually it was time to make my way over to the watch party with the kids. They rented like a reception hall so that they could feed all the kids their meals, because our band has about 275 band kids and color guard kids, maybe more, plus parent volunteers. And we were just all sitting there with bated breath watching the awards ceremony online to see if we were one of the bands that advanced. And let me tell you, there were probably nails being bitten and certainly breath being held across the room, because they got to like 25 bands announced for finals and we were not one of them. But finally, they announced our name. So we got a pretty great draw. We actually don't go until 2:15. They started semifinals competition at 6:45 this morning. That's when the first band performed, 6:45 a.m. We don't go until 2:15. So I've had a pretty leisurely morning. I was able to just sleep until I woke up, and I've been kind of puttering around, jumped in the shower. Now I'm going to finish getting ready. There we go. Why didn't I turn on that light sooner? And we are going to head out, see if we can grab a cup of coffee and a bite to eat, and head on over and see what the day brings us. Could be a very long day, could be a not so long day. It just depends on how far the kids make it in the competition now. Okay, so don't hate on me for picking up a little Chick-fil-A for an easy breakfast. I have visited some of the Indianapolis treasures. In fact, when I arrived here Thursday, I had just enough time to drop my bags in the hotel room and walk next door to St. Elmo Steakhouse. I was meeting up with some friends of mine who are here with another Oklahoma band. Their daughter is in the band of the neighboring community. In fact, we had 5 Oklahoma bands here. 4 of them made it to semifinals. And anyway, I met up with them at St. Elmo. It was fantastic. It says St. Elmo on the sign. Is it St. Elmo or St. Elmo's? Anyway, it was fantastic. I got the signature cocktail, the St. Elmo's Cola, which is like a house infused, I think it's cherry vanilla bourbon, and then they serve it with a fresh Coca-Cola in a glass bottle, and it was so delicious. And of course we had steak, we shared mac and cheese, Brussels. They served their steaks with like a navy bean soup. It was so fantastic that I didn't get any footage of the dinner until the last bite of dessert, which was a butter cake that was delicious. That's how good it was. So well done, Indianapolis, well done. Okay, I got here in time to see 2 of our Oklahoma bands, our neighbors, do their semifinals performance. And then I watched probably 5 or 6 more bands. They had an exhibition from the Ohio State Marching Band. It was fantastic, it was so good. And I'm just taking a break to get a little something to drink, a little Coke Zero, kind of stretching my legs a little bit because we still have probably about 3 more bands, and then it'll be nail biting time and see what happens. 12, we'll move on to finals. Woo. Okay, it is like 7:30 and I'm just now making it back to my hotel. I was in, ooh, it's dark. Turn on some lights for you guys. I was in the stadium from like 10:30 to 6:30 or something like that, like 6. And we did not make finals, sadly, but we knew that we were going to be kind of on the cusp. Like, we have not been since 2018. When we came in 2018, our school, I mean, not we, because I wasn't even in Tulsa at that time, they got 9th overall. So they made finals and they got 9th. They take 12 bands into finals. So I'm going to be really interested to see where they end up, how close they were. I am not from the band world, I'm from the choir world. I taught vocal music, as you know, if I've not mentioned that a gajillion times already. But you kind of know as a director, like, okay, when am I gonna have the class of students that's able to do this or able to do that? And I've even talked with Ruthie a lot about timing because she was kind of frustrated at the beginning of the year that like their show wasn't coming together very quickly. They were getting beaten by bands that they hadn't been beaten before. And I was like, Ruthie, some of these bands are going to their big thing in like September. You're not going until November to Grand Nationals. It's all about putting it all together at the right time. Well, I kind of feel like that applies, you know, in the long term also. And we have had an influx of enrollment. Like the enrollment has gone way up for band, especially at the middle school level. Like when Ruthie was a middle school band, they had to split the concert in half because they could no longer seat all the parents for all the kids that were in band in just 7th and 8th grades. So I'm hoping that we get to come back here before Ruthie graduates to Grand Nationals, because I really think by the time she's a junior or senior, they're gonna have like some incredible leadership. And they do right now, but Ruthie was saying that there's a lot of young kids in the front ensemble. There's a lot of young kids in certain sections. And so I'm wondering if they came kind of for the experience this year too and are thinking about coming back. So we'll see, but very proud of them. They did fantastic. I really felt like that was the best show that I had seen, the last one that they did, and that's really all you can ask for, right? The initial plan when we found out that our band was coming to Grand Nationals was to send my husband, because band was his thing. He was in band in high school and he was on drumline. It was like a huge thing for him. He loved it, and he has really run point on all the band stuff this year. I do a lot of the choir stuff because Ruthie also is a fantastic vocalist and sings in the choir, and we just kind of divvy up, like he does soccer and I do swim, and I mean we do all the things, but you know how there's one parent who kind of has to be in charge of all the communication on a specific activity. Usually Daniel does the band stuff, but he's been traveling some for work and he wasn't really feeling like going, so he really encouraged me to come. He got me the hotel. We had points to use so I could have a free hotel, and he booked the flight, and he was like just really encouraging, like, I've got it, I can handle it at home, you will enjoy yourself. And I'm so glad that he did, because it's been super fun and I've just had myself to take care of. So it's been really nice, and he's been holding down the fort at home. And speaking of, if you've been wondering what he's been up to with the other 2 children, let's rewind and I'll show you.
All right, we just got back from the store. Guys, what did we get?
A lot. Chips, ice cream.
You gotta have
Donuts.
Oreos if you got vanilla
I
ice
know,
cream.
right? Yeah. We got some fruit just to be a little healthy, you know?
Oh, yeah.
We got some cheese for like nachos and stuff tonight.
Now, to be clear, we're not all eating these. This is for Brick to take to swim tomorrow for his birthday. So he's gonna pass out treats.
Pleasure and find a good spot. Sit down and join us as we sing a good song.